Hello everyone, and welcome to Tea Time. Today we're going to talk about 2016, what it means for me, what it means for you, and what it means for... Wait, no, that's it, only those two things. First of all, CSN. I will be taking on additional responsibilities at CSN. I do live in the CSN house. I will be managing Polt, Violet, and unofficially Neuro while he's here. And that's just day-to-day stuff, making sure everybody's taken care of as far as food and everyone's feeling comfortable. They know what channel they need to be in, when the qualifiers are for all these different events, what patches are coming up, so that way they can focus on playing the game and improving, things like that. Also working on the CSN website, which is, I can't tell you too much about it, a lot of secret fancy stuff coming in, but still working on it. And of course, CSN training camp, which I'm sure a lot of you are very unhappy it's still not out. It's been almost 2 years at this point. Believe me, we want it out much more than you do. Unfortunately, I can't tell you more than that. As a result, we'll have to move on. So the main thing, so because I have these additional responsibilities of management and I'm doing a lot more with the website and with training camp, it means that I have a lot less time to do other things, and that means saying no, which I don't like to do. More or less what I've been doing for the past 3.5 years or so is saying yes to absolutely everything that I thought would be cool and trying to do everything. And at first it was okay because no one knew who I wasn't getting a lot of ideas, and I was like, okay, these are the two things that I'm doing. Great, someone would have an idea for one of the things and I was like, okay, let's do it, and we would just go directly into it, right? But that grew and grew and grew until I was doing a mediocre job at a whole bunch of things. Projects were taking forever to finish, and there was a lot of frustration going on about certain videos when they were coming out. I couldn't keep a consistent schedule because the CSN work was very heavy. And that was most of my 2015. It was a lot of inconsistency on YouTube and things like that. So at the end of 2015, I thought, okay, I'll just be really consistent with YouTube and I'll push into it really hard. But after looking at time investments and different things like that, and right around the end of 2015 is when I got basically invited to take on some more responsibilities at CSN, and I said, yes, that would be great. I decided that 2016 for me will be dedicated to casting better and playing better. So that's pretty much it. I've been basically putting off playing StarCraft for the entire 3.5 years that I've been playing because I've been so under the gun so much of like, I need to get 3 videos out a week when I was at Tutorial Central, or all right, I gotta stream every day, I gotta do this stuff. And I didn't play a whole lot of StarCraft, believe it or not. I played tons of StarCraft before I started doing StarCraft full time. Then I started doing StarCraft full time and I never had time to play StarCraft. And it's kind of awful. And it's pretty much me saying I couldn't justify the time playing StarCraft. I would be like, well, I could get another video out or I could train StarCraft. It's like, well, I should get another video out because I need to put more videos out because it's really important. I gotta get my momentum. I gotta get in. I gotta break into the scene, kind of a thing. But now I'm pretty comfortable at my CSN job, and the Patreon has helped so very much that I think I'm finally in a place where I'm going to justify it, and I'm going to put it first, as first as I can put it. Obviously, CSN is first because that's what feeds me for the most part. And then after that will be playing better StarCraft. And I'm going to be taking casting gigs as I've been taking. Just casted the DreamHack open stages, the open group stages, which was really fun. Did that with Drenok. And, trying to push into that scene a little bit harder, be better. And then being a better player really helps being a better caster. So those two things have a lot of synergy, which is why I picked them. Also, doing management for players, finding tournaments for them, making these contacts is also really good for getting into casting and things like that. So I decided to go with those 3 things as they have a lot of synergy, and focusing on them, with playing being probably the most important for me, because I feel that out of all the skills I've developed that's the weakest one for sure. So gonna be working on that. Have been working a lot, been training and playing lots of StarCraft, and it feels really good. So not a lot of YouTube stuff is gonna come out, as you've probably noticed. Basically, the mentality I'm taking with YouTube this year is going to be, I'm not trying to be a successful YouTuber. YouTube is going to be a platform for me to communicate my ideas and to teach techniques in StarCraft. So you saw, hopefully, recently the last video that came out was a little tutorial on how to get rapid fire set up for multiple keys, which is a little tricky and it's hard to type out and explain. So it works really well in the video format. It's like a 2-minute video, but it helps you set up rapid fire so you can have rapid fire warp in on all your units, not just some of them. You can have rapid fire on transfuse and on spreading creep, things like that. So it's quite useful and nice and short and really easy for me. So those are the kind of videos that I'm gonna do for the most part, and tea time. As far as other things go, the way that I'm going to be approaching it for the most part is one thing at a time. Currently, that one thing is the core. I'm going to update, I've been working to update the core to Legacy of the Void 3.0, all the new stuff that's been happening in hotkeys. And actually Blizzard just had a shadow patch that put a lot of the hotkeys that were once unbindable into the front end. So I think they got all of them. There might still be some missing, but I'm working with some programmers who know Python to get the script up to date. There was a problem with the script. I have made all 4 seed files for the core, and normally I just run the script and the script would say, hey, now you have all hundreds of versions of the core for everyone. Enjoy. But it wasn't updated properly for Legacy of the Void, and there's been a team working on that. Programmers and hotkey aficionados alike. If you know Python or if you know a lot about hotkeys and you want to help out, just send me an email. Let me know, like, hey, I'd like to help out, and I'll add you, put you into the Skype group, and then you can sort of, throw your weight into it. It's a lot of brute forcing. It's a lot of work to get the things done that need to get done. So, even the lower skilled humans can, I think, help out quite a bit. Things like bronze science, I'm gonna do when I see something that's crazy, blatantly crazy, like really intensely awful, and I want to address it. Like, oh my God, this mentality is really prevalent. Oh my God, this mentality is really prevalent right now. It's really everywhere, and I want to address it with a satirical Brojack video. Or something like Challenge Accepted 4. Challenge Accepted 4 will very likely be the last challenge accepted. I'm gonna finish that series. It's gonna be done. If I had enough money in the Patreon that I could just go full YouTube, I would be doing Challenge Accepted regularly and pushing at it hard and not worrying about all this other stuff. And I'd probably move back to Rhode Island and just live in Rhode Island and make YouTube videos, and it'd be amazing. But unfortunately, there's not enough viewership, there's not enough money that I can just do YouTube like I did when I did Tutorial Central. It was amazing and great, but unfortunately I lost all that momentum when they took the channel from me, and I haven't been able to bring it back up. And despite a year of trying really hard, made it to 6,000 subscribers from 15,000 is what I ended Tutorial Central on. So it's kind of like the ship has passed. If I get to the point where in the Patreon where it's built up enough and I can consider doing that full time again, I would love to. I'm really going to miss making videos on a regular basis, and I already miss it. It sucks. But things must be done. Things must be done, and we must do the best that we can with our current situation, which is this. Which is doing casting, doing managing, and playing lots of StarCraft. That is the plan for 2016. And all the projects will be done one at a time. Once the core is updated, completely, totally done, then I'll move on to something else. Maybe Challenge Accepted, I'll finish that video off. Or maybe something with the staircase. I think I need to make a comprehensive staircase video. I actually need to make a comprehensive The Core video because everything's super out of date. There's a lot of things on my list. There's always tons of things on my list, but what I'm just gonna do is my main stuff, and then look at my list and grab one thing, finish it, do it right, do it perfectly, as the best of my ability anyway, as close to perfect as possible, and then move on to the next thing. So I really appreciate, I did reach out to the people of the Patreon, letting them know that this was basically my plan for 2016, and it was just a lot of support, and people saying, you know, go for it, and I'm still gonna support you, even though you're not making tons of videos on YouTube. So really appreciate that. Of course, if you want to continue to support me, trying to be a professional caster, trying to be a better player, and, you know, doing the management stuff and making some videos and analyzing mechanics, doing tea time episodes on design changes in StarCraft, different things like that, then please go to patreon.com. The Patreon thing is always over here, so click it. There's a card there. Click it, follow it, and go ahead and, you know, subscribe. And with subscribing to Patreon, you can subscribe any amount. So just choose an amount. A lot of people think, oh, I could only do $1 a month. And that's not significant, so I'm not going to do anything at all. It's significant, believe me. If every single viewer gave me $1 a month to continue to work, I would be able to make YouTube videos only, be totally independent of any company ever, and do basically what I did with Tutorial Central, which is just crank out tutorial YouTube videos, work on my projects like a maniac, and not need to do anything else that distracts from that. It would be amazing. And that's $1 a month. I could do that with all the people that watch. I mean, actually, I think like I could do that with like 50 cents a month from all the people that watch these videos. So consider it, please. That is the end. That is the end. I will be doing tea times on blue posts and things that are going on at Blizzard in the future, but I wanted to keep this one as short as possible. It's still kind of on the long side, but I wanted to try to keep it to one topic, try to keep the videos a little bit shorter. And this topic was what's going to happen in 2016. I've made my decision, and I will be working, well, really continuing to work super hard to try and produce the best results possible. My name is JaKaTaK, and as always, thanks for watching. If you have an idea for a video you would like me to do, please leave with any questions, comments, criticisms, concerns, or anything beginning with letter C in the comment section below, and I'll see you again soon.